Go.
Ronnie TLDR or DR. When I got my face broke, I got up, owned you, then showed up the next day looking to fight some more. When you got your face broke, you hid for a year under your blankie. Your mind is as weak as your jaw, and I'm gonna do heaven and earth to come destroy them both. Hashtag Becky Lynch.
Hashtag Becky Lynch is the GOAT right now, man.
Oh my gosh, the man. Becky Lynch is the man. That's crazy. Hey, welcome to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. Opening up the show with a crazy, crazy tweet from the man, Becky Lynch. Wow, things happen fast in the world of WWE. We've got a jam-packed show for you. What we're gonna do is to quickly talk about this here tweet, this here feud. Jump right into picks for Survivor Series, one of the big four for today's show, on top of NXT TakeOver. And then Theron has provided a list of items that we're going to try to trudge through. One of them, of course, being the most recent D-Bry heel turn WWE Championship win. No spoilers, because it just happened last night or a couple nights ago when you're hearing this podcast. But nonetheless, what do you guys think about this tweet from Becky Lynch? Tommy?
Man, I think it's just amazing how long of a rope she's getting with like the words she can say and like how she's like freestyling with everything. And like I don't know. I'm just curious as to what's going on with like these meetings of her in the WWE. Like how long is her leash, man? Like what can she say and what can't she say? Because it seems like she can say anything she wants at any time she wants, and it's getting like this whole CM Punk, Stone Cold Attitude Era vibe, man. Like where it isn't like the last person I think who got this much like rope was like John Cena. Like when he does a promo, like him and Roman Reigns went back and forth. They really don't have any they're not enclosed anywhere. They can color outside the lines. And right now Becky Lynch is coloring all over the paper. She's ripping up the paper, putting it through a shredder, and then like forming it all back into a perfect puzzle. So she's just on fire right now. So it's really cool to watch to see how much she's progressed. Because I don't know what she was doing last year at Survivor Series, like 2017. I can't remember. Now she's like the star of the show, even though she's not even wrestling on the show. Theron, what do you think about Becky Lynch's last like 72 hours since invading Raw, going on SmackDown, and tweeting up a storm with Ronda Rousey?
The man is here, and the man is here to take over. Man, she's had such an impressive run since winning the championship. She's still the champion. She leads a charge on an invasion angle. I mean, she hands the baton off to Charlotte Flair, one of her best friends. Like, I mean, you can't beat that right now. You can't beat the Twitter feud. You can't beat any of it. It's good stuff. It's good for TV. I like it.
Just for the record, last Survivor Series, Becky Lynch was in the 5-on-5 elimination match, SmackDown versus Raw, and she was the first one eliminated.
I was gonna say
wow.
that. I meant to say that, but I wasn't thinking, but I did think of that actually. Yeah.
She lost by roll up.
She also lost by roll up.
To Bailey. So, how is it? What do you think about it? Anthony, you were the first one on Team Becky Lynch, even when she was struggling as a face, even when she won the title on SmackDown, then dropped the title. But you were on the train the whole time. So, what do you think about her progression over the last 12 months or 12 hours?
Oh my gosh, unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you said, she can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants. She has essentially free reign over promos and picking fights. For a bit, wasn't she feuding with Seth Rollins?
Yeah, she was, man. I don't even know how what's the origin of that, but yeah, she was punking Seth Rollins on Twitter.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So she can do whatever, man. I think it's about time, and I'm glad that she has this much freedom. I would have been happy either way, even if she was put into the picture and didn't have this much freedom.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that we really get to see her character the way that she wants Becky Lynch to be is definitely a real treat. So been a fanboy since day one, and I'm glad I rode that wave.
Definitely. What do you think about the what do you think about the concussion and like her getting punched by Nia Jax and like being busted open and all that jazz?
I'm trying to decide if you're blurring the lines between kayfabe and reality here. I think that it was an honest mistake, maybe. I don't know. And I think it just made her even more of a badass. Like, she's standing there in her own blood. It's like Game of Thrones. I've been watching that again, by the way. It's a great show.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, she's just like the ultimate warrior, but no pun intended. I didn't mean to say that. I like, again, there's like, her character's just on fire. It's come such a long way from the face to this heel badass that everyone still likes. I really like what they're doing with her in the women's division her and her feud. It's good stuff.
Is she like the biggest star in the WWE right now? Is there like anyone blocking her? Like, she's got to be the top three. I'm trying to think who else would. I don't. Yeah.
That's that. I mean, I guess she is. I guess I got to say it. I can't Donald Trump this. I can't be sexist. I gotta be straight up. Pound for pound, she's the best in the world right now. She's the man. She's the freaking man. So yes, she is.
Nice.
Becky Lynch beats Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship, making it a relevant title.
We wanted Oscar to beat Brock Lesnar, so might as well let's move on to match.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be nuts. All right, let's move forward. We got one of the big four pay-per-views coming up, and that is Survivor Series. So Tommy, what's the match lineup, and what do we got to pick from?
Well, there's only 8 matches, so it could be a quicker pay-per-view. It could be maybe hopefully under 4 hours, maybe closer to 3. But yeah, opening 2 kickoff matches. It looks like. First kickoff match. Let's go with the cruiserweights. Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali. I'll go first. I'm not watching 205 Live 1 second. I hear Buddy Murphy's a really good wrestler. He was beefing with Kenny Omega on Twitter last week. I know that. Mustafa Ali, man. I'll go with Ali, man. I guess if they're going to change it, even though Buddy Murphy's only been champion for a month. But it feels like Ali, he's stealing the show with like these GIFs and highlights from 205 Live. So maybe it's time to ping pong the title back a little bit, maybe to get some more rub on 205 Live. Anthony, do you got a feeling on this match?
I haven't watched any freaking 205.
It's moved to Wednesdays now. Did anyone know it was on Wednesdays?
No, I thought it was still on Tuesdays. Exactly. I like Buddy Murphy. I like him. But Mustafa Ali, oh man, it's tough. I'm going with Buddy Murphy. Okay.
Darren, what do you think, Ali or Murphy?
I also don't watch 205 Live.
We're horrible.
I'm going with Murph Dog, though. Murph Dog for the win, man.
Murph Dog for the
I feel like it'll be a good match and Murphy will win. That's my
okay. Pick. It'll be on the kickoff show, hopefully. I know, man.
Really?
It's a 2-hour kickoff show, too, I heard.
Oh, what the hell?
No, it's definitely going to be buried, man. I feel bad for it.
Well, I'm definitely not going to watch that now.
Sorry, burst everyone's bubble. Speaking of kickoff show matches, we got Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, but tag team version. So for Team Raw, we got Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, the Rival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, the B Team, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, Lucha House Party, I don't know, and the Ascension. Man, that does not seem like a good Team Raw team. I'm just going to say that out loud. Versus Team SmackDown, who are the Usos, Jay and Jimmy Uso, The New Day, Big E, Kofi, and Xavier, Sanity, Alexander Wolf, Eric Young, and Killian Dane, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and the Colognes, Epico and Primo.
Oh, dude.
That team is so stacked.
I know, Team SmackDown. God, man, the Raw tag team division getting no love. That's Aaron. Who do you got in this one?
I'm gonna go with the Raw tag team division for the win.
What?
It's gonna be Roode and Gable, man. Clearly, the SmackDown Live has the upper hand and the advantage, so Roode and Gable ride that wave all the way to the end. That's my pick.
All right, in the upset, Anthony, who you got? Team Raw, Team SmackDown.
Oh my god!
I know you hate the New Day, but is that powerful enough to pick Team Raw?
Oh my gosh, I can't. I just can't. Yeah, I'm doing Raw. Team Raw.
Oh, come on. Okay, all right. I'll get a free point here, man. I'm taking I'll pick Team SmackDown, man. Man, the BT. I thought the Ascension was even on Raw, man. I didn't even know. I thought they were on SmackDown.
I think everyone forgot they kill the Ascension was on Raw.
What if they kill it?
I don't know. I just know the Cologne, the Primo and Epico are definitely getting pinned somehow. I think we can all.
They're even an advantage for Team SmackDown Live. They've been together longer than Some of these, well, okay.
Yeah, Bobby Roode and Gable don't even have a team name yet, do they?
No, they're just Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
Those two dudes.
Glorious Alpha.
Hey, man.
Ooh.
Okay, that's
American Glory.
All right, that's not bad, man.
All right.
Yeah, Paul Levesque. There's a hint for you.
There you go, free of charge, Paul.
Free of charge, Paul. That's good.
Next up, let's kind of storming through this one. Next up, the battle of the tag team champions, the Raw tag team champions AOP, Akam and Razor versus The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus, with Big Show in the corner, and AOP's got Drake Maverick in their corner. So, Anthony, who do you got in this one, AOP or The Bar?
Dude, AOP.
You do got AOP, okay.
AOP, dude. Oh, I can't stand them. No, I love Cesaro. Something about Sheamus. Just feels like it's such stale news.
I would like to see Cesaro get a singles run here in a little bit.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. I would be in very much a favor of that.
Okay, AOP. Yeah, I'll take AOP too. I feel like The Bar, there's something, maybe you kind of planted that seed, Anthony. Maybe Cesaro and Sheamus will kind of mess up and they'll go a different direction. Theron, who do you got? SmackDown or Raw champions?
Clean sweep for Raw, AOP all the way. I don't like The Bar. I like Cesaro. I don't like The Bar. Looking at you, Sheamus. Looking in your general direction. you lack pigment, but nonetheless.
Makes sense. Another title versus title one. This doesn't really have any build, but it should be a damn good match. Seth Rollins, the IC champion, versus Shinsuke Nakamura, the US champion.
Ooh.
Man, I think Dean Ambrose is going to get involved in this one, so I'm going to pick Shinsuke in the mild upset, but I hope they get time to like work. I hope they at least get like good 15, 20 minutes before Dean Ambrose comes and like potentially ruins it. But I'll go Shinsuke in this. Theron, who do you got in this one, Shinsuke or Seth?
I 100% agree with you because you stole my entire idea about this match.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure Dean Ambrose is getting involved, probably setting the vest on fire, or I don't know, something like that. But yeah, Shinsuke wins, need to face, distraction from Ambrose, dirty deeds.
Okay. Okay, I see that. Not Theron. Anthony, do you got a Seth Rollins pick, or do you think it's gonna be Shinsuke as well?
I gotta go with you. There's gonna be some shenanigans. So with that being said, Shinsuke is taking it down.
Nice. Shinsuke Nakamura getting a big pay-per-view win.
Plus, it gives a pop for the U.S. title, too. Even though it's kind of a cheap win, it's like, oh, well, the U.S. title got over the IC title at Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Shinsuke can use the boost for sure. All right, we're halfway there. Let's do one of the elimination matches. Team Raw women's match versus Team SmackDown women's team. Team Raw is made up of Mickie James, Nia Jax, Tamina, Natalya, and Ruby Riott with Alexa Bliss in their corner. And Team SmackDown is made of Carmella, Naomi, Sonya Deville, Asuka, and a surprise entry who we don't know yet who's going to be. Anthony, who do you got in this one? Team Raw or
Team SmackDown?
Team SmackDown? Okay.
Team SmackDown.
Probably Asuka's probably too powerful. I don't know if anyone could.
Dude, no one's ready for Asuka.
Do you have an idea of who could be the surprise entry? That's what I'm trying to think.
Oh, that's a good question. Lana?
There you go. Okay. One pick for Lana. I'm also gonna go Team SmackDown. I think Carmella's got some momentum. Sonya Deville seems got some momentum. And Asuka's Asuka, so I got that going. And for the surprise entrance, I don't think there's a chance in hell they're going to do it, but I want to see Trish Stratus come out there for Team SmackDown, jump ship for Team SmackDown, and start like a beef with Alexa Bliss since they never got to have their match at Evolution. So that was my kind of under-the-radar pick. Theron, what do you got, Team Raw or Team SmackDown?
SmackDown Live wins again with the surprise entry of is it Liv Morgan or is it the other one? Which one's on SmackDown?
Mandy Rose.
Okay. Mandy Rose. I'm going to go with Bayley jumping ship randomly and becoming a heel and joining the SmackDown Live team.
Oh, that would be good, man.
Yeah. It was either her or Sasha. I'll go with Bayley. Just to shake it up. Vince is shaking
All right.
everything up, so why not?
They are shaking a lot of things up. That would be a good surprise, man. I would like to have someone jump ship. That'd be cool. All right, cool. So all SmackDown on that one. Let's go to the men's elimination, 5-man elimination. You got Team Raw, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley, with Baron Corbin and Leo Rush in the corner, versus Team SmackDown with Miz, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy.
Oh, wow, dude. Sorry, jumping in. Team SmackDown.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, they got Samoa Joe and the Miz and Rey Mysterio. So they got a pretty stacked team. They had Daniel Bryan until on Tuesday when they won the title. So
hands down, SmackDown.
What about you, Theron? Do you think Braun Strowman kind of sabotages his team, or do you think Team SmackDown gets the win?
I think Raw wins this on the strength of Drew McIntyre looking really strong.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
2019. He probably dominates the field somehow by himself. Again, I'm focusing on people dominating alone to prove their worth. So I'll go with Raw. Shake it up a little bit. Speaking of, how the hell who replaced Daniel Bryan? Was it Rey Mysterio or was it Jeff Hardy?
It was Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy beat Andre Cien Almas.
Why the hell didn't they use the legend killer Randy Orton?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Stupid. It's not 2015, 16, 2017. No.
Randy Orton is one of the most sadistic, twisted people in the history of the WWE.
I'm tired of Randy Orton, dude.
I'm tired of the damn New Day. But you don't see me crying about it.
Oh, man.
No, Orton. Dude.
Well, don't worry. He's not going to be in the match, so it doesn't matter. But
he might come out. Yeah, he might cost
the team the match.
He might cost his whole brand the match. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he'll probably RKO Shane or something. I don't know.
Or the Miz.
Despite that,
he already RKO'd the Miz on SmackDown the other day, so Miz is turning face.
And he tried to RKO Rey Mysterio too as well.
Yeah, he's out there trying to kill all the. He's basically pissed off. He's not on the team. He's upset about it. I'm pretty sure he tweeted that actually. So.
Well, damn. Well, okay. Well, I was gonna pick Team SmackDown, but you completely sold me on Team Raw. Just thank you, damn Randy Orton, who's not even involved in the match. you fantasy got my
goddamn snake, Randy Orton. You damn viper.
All right, that'd be awesome. Okay, well, now I want to see that. All right, down to 2 matches. I thought the women's match was going to be the main event, but now that Becky's out, I think it's going to probably be the co-main event or earlier in the card. So Ronda Rousey and her undefeated record versus late replacement Charlotte Flair. Theron, who do you got in this one? Flair in the upset or Rousey to keep her streak alive?
Man, this was not to take anything away from Flair. It was so cool when it was Becky, but I'm gonna go with Charlotte needs to win. We'll go with Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay, Charlotte in the upset. I kind of feel Charlotte too, man. I think there's gonna be some kind of shenanigans. Like even though Becky's out, I can see her getting involved in the match somehow, or I don't know, maybe Sasha Banks and Bayley makes a jump ship. Maybe someone jump ship and costs Ronda Rousey. Maybe Nia Jax.
Sasha Banks and Bayley jump ship to form the 4 horsewomen to set up the horsewoman feud. Oh,
that would be crazy.
Oh, that would be crazy.
That would be, yeah, man. Jeez, they would have to close the show if they did something that crazy.
Oh, snap. You just gave me a diabolical idea.
Anthony, do you got Rousey or are you on this Flair train?
Oh, I think Charlotte can afford the loss. Someone go Rousey.
Boo! You with the glasses. Horrible idea.
It makes sense, man.
It's a free point. This one's a free point.
Well, Bayley and Sasha can still come out and attack Ronda Rousey, thus jumping ship and forming the 4 horsewomen. Woo! Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if they're going to do that big of an angle at Survivor Series. I feel like
why the hell not?
Because Survivor Series, it's not Royal Rumble or SummerSlam.
It's the big 4.
It's the 4th 4. It's
It's the 4th 4.
Because Money in the Bank is part of the big 5 now.
It's kind of a big 5 now. You're right. Yeah, because they do a takeover for Money in the Bank. Man, it's kind of almost behind Money in the Bank at this point. I don't know.
Well, now I'm excited for this match again because now I want to see what happens.
True, I think it's going to be a good match. I want to see how Rousey does
against Charlotte
on short notice too, because like she had a lot of chance to plan her match with Nia, plan her match with Nikki, plan her match with Triple H and Stephanie. So this is kind of like a match on short notice. I want to see how she can do like on the fly almost.
with an unsafe Charlotte. But go ahead.
Safe Nia.
Nia's not in this match, but yeah,
That's true.
she's even more unsafe. She should be fined and suspended for her actions. Boo.
All right, one match, a match I didn't think I'd see. Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion, versus Daniel Bryan, the WWE Champion. And man, are they gonna make Daniel Bryan lose like a week after he just won? I guess they did that with AJ Styles last year because he won the title from Jinder. So I guess I'll go with Brock. The second year in a row they swapped out Brock's opponent like with less than a week to go, which is kind of confusing. But they swept up for better matchup, I think. Because I want to see Daniel Bryan, but I don't want to see Daniel Bryan get thrown on his head 30 times by German suplexes. So maybe if anyone can get a good match out of Brock Lesnar, maybe it'll be Daniel Bryan.
I think his tactic is going to be very evasive for Daniel Bryan. So I think the anticipation is going to be everybody's thinking Lesnar's just going to straight up destroy Daniel Bryan. But I think Daniel Bryan's going to be smart enough to kind of like keep his distance from Brock Lesnar and not take a suplex. I think they're going to try to build that story of, oh my gosh, is he going to take a suplex? And if he does, like, oh my God, how devastating is that going to be? But I think Daniel Bryan's going to be quick enough and slick enough. Plus, this is my pick too. Daniel Bryan's my pick. So if he's heel, he's going to win by shenanigans.
True.
He's going to do something to underhand or undermine Brock Lesnar, and he's just basically going to get the upset. But that could push him into kind of face territory, depending on how you feel about Lesnar. But if he wins in a dirty, underhanded way, like maybe like a rake to the eye or something, or like exposes a turnbuckle, or I don't know, like hits him with brass knuckles or something from the audience. I could just see Daniel Bryan doing a heel tactic if that's his persona now. Then he needs to do something to keep that going.
All right, I got one pick for Brock, one pick for D-Bry. Theron, who do you got in this one?
Initially, I was going to go no contest, but I feel like I don't know if they do that on Survivor Series, which is number 4. So I'll pick Daniel Bryan just because he just won the title. He just turned heel. He's going to have to do something sneaky or something. But yeah, according to the tale of the tape, he would. But he could just beat him straight up. He could just out-wrestle Brock Lesnar. Maybe.
Maybe.
I think so.
I think it'll be interesting because we were so used to seeing Brock Lesnar versus like Goldberg or Roman Reigns or Braun Strowman.
Or Samoa Joe.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see him get with like a smaller, faster dude and see if it's not like a typical Brock Lesnar match.
I think he's going to kick that tree down, man, because everyone's probably pissed about him winning the Universal title. So it's like Vince is probably like, "Here's a freebie for you."
Would Vince be that nice?
Probably not, but I mean, whatever.
All right, though, let's Survivor Series. The night before, we got WarGames, NXT WarGames, a quick card, man. That's Survivor Series is only eight matches, but WarGames is only 4 matches, so it's even quicker. Opening match: Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano. I want to say Gargano, man. I'm going to pick Gargano and his new. Speaking of underhanded tactics, underhanded heel things, I think he needs to win more than Aleister Black. Aleister Black coming off injury, but Johnny Gargano's coming off a whole like personality change. So I think you want him to get him a win as that new personality. Theron, who do you got? Gargano or Black in this match? Grudge match.
Great opening match. I'm going with Johnny Gargano. He's got the hot hand. He's the newest heel. I'm picking him straight up.
All right. Anthony, who got Aleister Black or heel Johnny Gargano?
Oh, my gosh. This one's tough. I kind of want to see Gargano win. So I think it's a clean sweep.
Wow.
Gargano.
All right.
Good. All right. It's actually a rematch. So it's 2 out of 3 falls for the NXT Championship. One of the better matches at Evolution. Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. Sane or Baszler. Anthony, who you got? Sane or Baszler for this one?
I really dig the Pirate Princess. I'm going with Pirate Princess.
Okay. Theron, who you got? Sane or Baszler?
Shayna Baszler, Queen of Spades, gets it done.
She's crazy, dude. She's really good. Really good.
I think that they won't stop her. If they get to this horsewoman thing, they're gonna use her as NXT champion. Ronda still be champion. The two new will be new, and then and then she can just go back to NXT when it's over. That's how I think it's gonna play out. Paul Levesque.
That makes sense. I kind of like Baszler too. I feel like they're heating her up for something, and Sane can afford the loss, and she's like a good like pure baby face. She can afford to get knocked down and be the underdog for a while. So this makes Baszler stronger. She can beat her in a 2 out of 3 falls match. So I'll go with Baszler for this one as well.
Ooh.
Next up, the singles match for the NXT Championship: Tommaso Ciampa or Velveteen Dream.
Oh.
Theron, who do you got in this one? Dream or Ciampa?
Feast your eyes on the Velveteen Dream. He wins. Ciampa's reign's over.
Oh my gosh! You
What?
think so? No way.
You gotta go with the hottest act in NXT. It's not Ciampa. It's the Velveteen freaking Dream.
I love
Who else
Velveteen
wears
Dream,
tights
dude.
to say "Call me up, Vince" and get heat on him for it? Still gets a title match. You gotta go with the Dream, man.
No,
He's riding that
Ciampa.
wave, bro. He's a freaking comet going in the opposite direction.
As much as I want him to, dude, I don't think he can best Ciampa. That's my pick is Ciampa for sure. I just don't think Velveteen can do it. I love Velveteen Dream, dude, but Ciampa's just, dude, his reign is so good. It's so evil.
I haven't been paying enough attention to his reign, then, because I don't feel like he's done anything to impress me.
He's evil as hell, dude.
He's just evil.
What has he done?
Read his tweets, man. Look at his promos.
You're selling me on freaking tweets,
dude. That's like the
promo
game, bro.
Social media.
The promo game.
He has been a little. He's been a little quiet since he's gone away from Johnny Gargano. So I can see.
I know he's a good wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
I just think, I don't know. I can see your point. Obviously, he's obviously a better heel. But the Velveteen... Okay, I'm done.
That song's so catchy. My heart says Velveteen Dream, but my head says Ciampa, so I'm going to stick with Ciampa, but
I would make a reference to the man that's being accused of violating several women, but I won't, because you just said my heart's telling me and my body's telling me that.
Oh, God, not that guy.
He's as bad as that other guy we won't talk about. That's not a certified G.
He's probably worse. He's probably worse than that, man.
He's probably worse than that 7-foot tall guy that no one knows. Who are we talking about? Let's get back to the show.
I'm totally off the track, man. I think Dream, man. I don't know if they view him as like face of
NXT lifer.
Yeah, a face of the company or something, like a guy who could be the champion. So I don't know if they, especially on his first shot, man. I think he has to like earn his keep before he can just win it just like that. So I'll go with Ciampa.
Face now?
Kind of, yeah. I think so. I think he's just too cool to be a heel, man. He's just like he gets cheered too much.
But props to that kid, man. Tough enough, gets eliminated, turns into this now. I like it either way.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you guys. I got to be the devil's advocate, I guess, or the dream's advocate.
Yeah. Next up, a WarGames match, the second ever WarGames match in NXT. 4-on-4 match, 2 rings, 2 cages. We got the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong versus Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders, Hanson and Rowe. I don't know how to pick this match. It's gonna be a really good match. Probably one of the matches of the years when it's all said and done. But man, I think I just pick Undisputed Era. They won last year, and I think it'd be cool to have them be 2-0 in WarGames matches. I think that really build up their faction like to a whole nother level. And it makes sense because they're even though Bobby Fish is coming off an injury, it makes sense that they're the more cohesive unit than Dunne and Ricochet had their problems before. War Raiders kind of wild card. So I'll go with the Undisputed Era. How about you, Theron? What do you think? Undisputed Era or the All-Star team, NXT All-Stars?
I wish you could see me strumming my championship belt air guitar right now so you could understand that you never bet against the Undisputed Era. I'm pretty sure they're going to win. My boy's back off the injury list. Oh, my God, this match is going to be awesome. Undisputed Era 2-0 at WarGames. That's the hottest faction right now, man. Let's do this. We're ready.
I hope if whenever they get called up, I hope they get called up as a faction.
They better get called up as a faction, man.
Yeah.
Even Roddy Strong is selling me more as part of the Undisputed Era. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're too lit.
It's a clean sweep. Undisputed Era.
Undisputed Era it is.
Clean freaking sweep, man.
Undisputed Era closes Saturday night. Right. All right, man. How much time we got, producer? How much time we're looking at?
We're at 30 minutes now. So
okay.
I would say, I don't know, do another 15, 20.
Cool. All right.
And did we want to go deeper in depth with the Daniel Bryan heel turn, or are we satisfied with what we had talked about before? Or I guess there, this question's posed to you. Well, no, because we picked the match between Bryan,
right?
And Brock Lesnar. We had touched briefly on it. Okay, let's go deeper into it. So Daniel Bryan's evil now.
That's kind of. I mean, I don't know, man. That's kind of. He hasn't been evil since he was with AJ Lee, right? Or with, is that how far back we're going?
That's when the Yes movement really started. That's when he was just being an a-hole and just jumping down the ramp as the champ, doing the Yes chant. So yeah, we haven't had evil Daniel Bryan in years.
What do you think about there? Was it the right time to make Daniel Bryan a heel on SmackDown?
It was the perfect time to make Daniel Bryan a heel on SmackDown. Who saw this coming? Who sees the Yes movement, something that was fought for so long? The little guy, former heel, gets kicked in the face, loses in 10 seconds at WrestleMania once. Now goes heel again. The fans don't support the return of Daniel Bryan. He doesn't get the push he deserves because he's no longer as important as he was 3 years ago. Oh, yeah, it's a good time to go heel. Oh, yeah, it's time to kick AJ Styles in the nuts because he hasn't been kicked in the nuts before. You're freaking right. It's a good idea. And you know what? He's a little crazy now. He's a little unhinged, but he is the WWE champion. And I like everything about it. I like it so much. We should turn the Miz face about it, and we can have a great feud going into.
Oh my gosh, dude! Wow, a face Miz versus a heel Bryan. That's kind of.
Oh my god,
that's kind of genius. Right there.
You're welcome, Paul. I'm giving these away for free. Call me. I'll be in my office.
He'll be in his office strumming his air guitar.
Exactly.
Oh my god, man, that's just
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand. I thought we were going to get AJ Styles as the longest reigning champ. I'm not happy about that because now that invalid red belt, which I'm on the bandwagon of invalid red belts, is the longest reigning title. And we're not going to, unless Daniel Bryan holds it for 5 million days, right?
I don't think he can, man. I don't know if Daniel Bryan has that superpower inside the WWE.
Even as a heel. To get to, I don't know, maybe Royal Rumble, he drops it back to AJ or someone else. I don't know. Maybe the Miz. We'll see. We'll see what they're planning. They got to be real careful with this, I think.
What do you think, Ant?
I think the reign. I think after Brock Lesnar and Daniel Bryan, or actually, sorry. I think after the reign of Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles, I think AJ Styles is the catalyst for putting putting the brakes on really long title runs. I have a feeling that AJ is probably the last for a long time to be one of the record breakers for holding a belt. I think WWE might be heading in the direction, and I hope they do. This is a total conjecture, but it would be smart for them to start changing it up. So maybe D-Bry has the belt for a month or two and then loses the belt. And then somebody else picks it up, and then they have it for a couple months going into Mania, then they drop it. So I think with AJ... essentially what he did surpass CM Punk's reign, right?
No, I forget, man.
I thought he did. I thought combined days he beat it.
I don't think so. I think he was just behind it. I know Brock Lesnar did with the Universal Championship, but I don't know if AJ ever caught him. I which makes it even crazier, man. They didn't let him catch Punk, like they already said. Like that's why this title change came to out of nowhere. And they're saying that the only reason they did the title change is because Becky Lynch got injured, so they had to swap everything around.
They said
But why would
it was
AJ?
planned before that, though.
I know they did say that. That's the reports I read, but I don't believe it, man. I don't. It just doesn't make. It doesn't make sense. Like, why would AJ Styles want to defend his title when he's got Brock Lesnar like 4 days away? It just didn't make. It just felt like kind of too freestyle by the WB, which is cool. Which is cool they freestyled it, but I don't believe that was the plan all the way, even though everyone's saying it is. It just seems kind of weird.
No,
So
right.
So you're saying that AJ was slotted to beat CM Punk's streak?
Here's what I was thinking. Like before Becky was injured, the original plan for Survivor Series was Becky versus Ronda Rousey in the main event. And since they need a new main event, they decided to go with Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar since they couldn't do. They didn't want to do Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey as the Survivor Series main event because there's really no build for it. But it seems like that's why they changed because they didn't want to do AJ Styles versus Brock as the main event because they already had that from last year. So they needed a fresh matchup for the main event.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe D-Bry wins the match, and then AJ gets his rematch clause, invokes his rematch clause, and then takes it back. And
that'd be crazy.
And then he's just back on track for. Beating the streak. He beats the streak, and then that's it. He drops it again, and he doesn't see the title for who knows, maybe ever.
If he beats the streak, then that means he has to be the champion for over a year.
I think it's combined days, though. I gotta look this up. I'm pretty sure it's combined.
They would have announced that, I would think.
Yeah, it's like 4. I think he was a champion for like 370 days, and Punk was like for close to 500.
Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah,
but I mean, I know Triple H likes long reigning champions, but that idea is probably out. Tommy, I could see your point, like last minute shuffle. We'll just say it wasn't the plan. Yeah, Daniel's been telling Vince, let me be a heel, but he probably hasn't really been telling him that like that much. So they just put that out there as like a flyer, like, yeah, Daniel's been calling for this, but that makes more sense. Because I mean, if you think about how they went from, Becky v. Charlotte at was it Extreme Rules, great match, right into that Ronda Rousey Becky Lynch feud, and they just started building it right away, and they got it up to the point that it was at. And then, boom, stupid Nia Jax punches Becky in the face pretty hard and pretty stiff. Like, I don't...
Yeah, do you guys see that punch from Nia to Becky?
I've watched it several times, and I've never seen an actual punch in slow motion in wrestling, so I don't know how you pull the punch versus not pull the punch. But it looked like she was definitely aiming to clock her in the nose.
She didn't pull it at all, man. That's what's like the weird thing, man. It's like, yeah, like, what the hell? Like, what the hell were you thinking?
And there's no explanation from her, obviously. The people are mad about it, obviously. And now all like your plans just get shuffled. So Roman Reigns catches a bad break, that shuffles around a lot.
Oh yeah, that shuffles around everything. I forgot about that.
And Triple H thank God for this shuffle. Triple H versus Bautista Dad gets shuffled around because that was possibly an idea, but nope, Trip Taylor's peck. That's a good idea. Then boom. We'll go with the women's division, main eventing a big 4. Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. Nah, we're not doing that either because concussion, broken nose. It's just it's crazy how wrestling is, So now we get heel Daniel Bryan versus heel Brock Lesnar or junior Brock Lesnar, depending on how you feel about Brock Lesnar. And there's no build. Because, Daniel's been champion for all of 48 hours. So, but we're still excited. And we'll see what heel Daniel Bryan has to offer going forward. I think he's just going to say the people didn't support him enough when he couldn't wrestle. That's what I think.
Probably. I think it's kind of like the default. Hopefully they'll do something a little better than that, but I think you're probably right. They'll probably just lean on that.
I mean, burn it down, right?
They were talking about Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar at Mania. Because I guess now, that's the other question. Like, what's the new Mania feud now that Roman Reigns is out?
Ambrose, Lesnar, Rollins, Universal.
The triple threat.
I don't know about that.
Brock's still going to be champion. Is Brock going to be champion all the way up to Mania?
wrestling's so
Probably.
stupid, dude. So
Unfortunately, probably. Is he? Well, let's ask.
stupid.
Is he fighting in the UFC, or is that maybe not happening because Cormier wants to retire and Lesnar just became champion?
Cormier wants to retire in March, so Lesnar would have to fight like in January or February.
Can he fight that fast? Is that I don't know the timing of training and whatnot.
I need like 8 to 10 weeks, so that's like 2 months, 2.5 months.
I mean, he's got time to do it if they really want to make it happen.
I guess, yeah, he'd have to take off like 2 months from WWE as their champion. That would not be ideal.
Done it before,
That's true.
but I think that's a reach.
So many moving parts.
McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh,
Wow, that'd be fast for McIntyre, man. That would
I
be
don't
so
think it's
fast.
that fast. Rusev versus Lesnar? No.
Is Braun Strowman still in the picture, or is he done?
I don't know why he's. I guess he's pissing people off. I don't really know the story. He's late or he's too big and arrogant. There's some things in the dirt sheets. I don't know. I mean, he obviously lost at Crown Jewel when everyone thought he would win.
Yeah.
He's not in this match. There's that. He's going to be feuding with, I guess, Constable Baron Corbin. So I'm going to go with he's done for now.
Yeah. If you're speaking of Baron Corbin, yeah, you've taken a step back. That's like going in the timeout chair.
Oh no!
Is Baron Corbin just a joke as the Constable, or as anything Baron Corbin?
I think
haven't
so.
taken him serious as the Constable. I thought that was a step back.
That was something. I thought they were high on Baron Corbin. They wanted to push him to the moon and such.
It seemed like he has faith in him. Like I think he's got a little better on the mic as Constable, but like in the ring, he still needs practice, man. He's not getting any like reps as being the Constable.
Yeah, he's got to wear a damn suit. You can't wrestle in a suit. No. He's a Constable for Christ.
He's mostly been punked by people too. He's been punked by Strowman. He's been punked by Elias.
He got hit in the back with a guitar.
Yeah, I mean, he's punked by Reigns probably. I mean, like, punked by Angle by dressing as Conquistador mask and getting kicked out of the World Cup. But he seems like a buffoon, man.
I'm laughing like Leo Rush right now, who's also a 10-year-old boy, apparently. Did you guys see that segment?
I did. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That was hilarious.
Elias called like Child Protective Services on Bobby Lashley.
That was way
Oh no!
Leo Rush was a kidnapped 10-year-old boy. Yeah. I'm liking a face Elias.
He's cool, man, and it's actually doing wonders for the career, the last leg of Bobby Lashley's wrestling career. Like, this is good for him, only because he has Leo Rush, who's a 10-year-old boy.
I think that's good.
An annoying little pint of person who just doesn't shut up, and then Elias makes fun of him, and it's great. It's good for TV. It's a good comedic shtick.
Yeah, I think that actually is low key under the radar. Bobby Lashley's having a little revival of his career thanks to Leo Rush and turning heel.
I'd wear his headband. Psych. So Leo Rush wears a headband now.
I saw that, man. That was pretty funny. Don't start it, man. Oh god, it's gonna be my head directing it. It's so annoying.
I actually hate it. Honestly.
I hate it. It's great to boot, man.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Maybe no, Kevin Owens has no knees, so there's no reason he be it.
Oh man, I forgot about Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
Oh god,
Sami Zayn's supposed to come back soon, isn't he?
I don't know.
He was an asshole heel last time we saw him, so I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe he'll just come back as a face. He's been gone long enough.
Maybe he'll come back in a luchador mask. Sure, why not?
Somebody's gonna stop that heel Shane McMahon unless they're not doing that anymore.
That would be so wild if El Generico came back.
El Generico? Oh god. Oh no.
That would be the perfect feud for Kevin Owens.
Yeah, it'd be funny if he like never admits like, yeah, it'd be great.
I think Kevin Owens is out until like July, man. He's in like a wheelchair. He has no knees right now.
Oh man. What else was on the outline, Darren?
Nothing relevant. The Authors of Pain are the Raw Tag Team Champions. Yeah. Wait, let me see. Let me flip through this here. Carry the Q, Bobby, Daniel Bryan, Becky Lynch out, Charlotte in, but we already talked about that. Ambrose and Rollins, you know. anymore to the idea that these two are literally going to tear each other apart, but they hate doing this. You can kind of see it in their eyes, right? Like, neither of them wants to be enemies, but they have to for the sake of the company. Or do you want to talk about Lana pulling a punch on Dana Brooke? I don't know.
I think that. Hang on, real quick with that Lana clip. I think Lana was telling Dana Brooke to hit her that way. I don't think she was pulling. I don't think she was pulling an elbow. I think she was trying to like say like, "Hey, like do this move."
Right. Well, they said that at the time that those two got tangled, Dana fell out the ring. Dana apparently covered up Becky Lynch when her nose was busted open, so Dana had some blood on her, all dirt sheet stuff. So when she went out there, Lana saw the blood, and she was just like, "Oh God, are you okay?" And then they were also telling them like, "Well, we need a doctor out here." So who knows? But you're probably right.
I think they're giving Lana too, but that's like not fair because the camera was never meant to be on her during that like it was like what 15 person brawl.
Yeah,
like it's like a 3-second like gif of it. So it's like that's like not. I don't know. It's like going into like a Game of Thrones battle scene and like picking out one extra way in the back who's not supposed to be on camera and like criticizing his like sword fighting or something. It's like, come on, dude. Like Lana and Dana Brooke are the last people in the world to look at during the closing segment of Raw. It's like it just make no. It was just like, come on, dude. Just like people like complaining for complaining's sake. I thought, especially like when the same like 30 seconds later, Nia Jax punches Becky Lynch in the face like a dumbass. Like,
oh gosh.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's interesting?
Before that.
Was it before? I think it was after because because Becky Lynch. That's how Becky Lynch's nose got busted. Then that's how Lana got the blood on her. Because like, I thought Becky and Dana were interacting, and then like Dana rolled out of the ring or whatever to get away from it.
Dude, Jax has a history of hurting other wrestlers.
Does she?
She just hurt Selena Vega at Evolution when she threw her in the Battle Royal. She threw her at Tamina, and she like threw her too softly or threw her too soon or something like that, and Tamina didn't catch Vega, so Vega got
just face planted outside.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. She hurt her elbow or something. She was gone for like 2 weeks.
He's back. She was out there managing Andrade Cien Almas.
She was back on Tuesday for the first time since Evolution, but still, man, like I don't know.
How long ago was that again?
Evolution was in October, so I mean.
Oh damn!
Before Halloween.
You're right. You're right.
So it's like I don't know. Nia Jax, not like she's like a recent NXT call up. She's been on the main roster for what, over 2 years now, probably.
Well, over 2 years. She's been a women's champion.
Yeah, she's been a women's champion. She had a high profile WrestleMania match. Like, come on, dude. Like,
what are her excuses?
I have no. I think she said on Twitter like this isn't like delivering the mail. Stuff happens.
This isn't like delivering the mail. How dare you insult the U.S. Postal Service like that?
Okay.
I no longer like you as a person.
Or
a competitor.
Here's what Nia said on Twitter. She said, "Hey, we don't deliver mail. Things happen. Is anyone going to ask me about how my fist feels?" And she has a picture of her fist, and it's like cut open, and like it's a little
you punch someone in the face with it rather stiffly, and you're not supposed to do that.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
And then
I don't like you anymore. I hope you're listening to this, Paul.
If you're still listening,
to Nia, I hope you cry about this. I'm starting an internet beef with you right now. I'm coming.
You don't get on the internet. You did.
I don't get on the damn internet, but Nia Jax. I'm calling you out.
I thought that was before the show. That might have been before recording. But then Becky Lynch responded to that Nia tweet. She said, "You gave me your best sucker punch, but I got back up to destroy your whole roster. They won't let me fight, but I'll get back up from that too. It's what I do. So enjoy your one free shot because as bad as my memory is now, I haven't forgotten you, bitch."
Yeah.
Whoa.
Carry, bitch. I'm just saying, man.
That was a verbatim Becky Lynch typing right there. I don't know. She's good on the mic, but she might be better like typing on her phone.
I think that Nia Jax might be upset, bitter. She's a female. Females are dramatic normally.
So are men.
Men are more dramatic, but girls are super catty And she's probably like, oh my God, I had a WrestleMania moment. No one cared. Oh my God, I was at the stock market exchange on Wall Street. No one cared. When I'm going to injure people if you mean about it. When
That must
I'm coming
be
for
it.
you, Nia Jax, you punk.
Wow, that's some feelings.
Hey, man, I'm a great promo. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, shout out Becky freaking Lynch, man. I'm all in on her. No pun intended. All pun intended. Too sweet, very good, all that crap.
Still from the elite.
What?
Woo! I think we came full circle. Becky Lynch tweet to Becky Lynch tweet.
Else to talk about. We covered all the bases.
Yeah, no, definitely a jam-packed episode.
It was good stuff. Oh, real quick, question of the day: who's gonna have the biggest 2019? You can pick. I was gonna do Rollins Ambrose, but they've already had like singles runs as vice versa heel face. So just pick anyone. Doesn't matter. But I would go with someone that's not a champion. Well, besides
Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode.
Oh my God.
What the hell? Of all the people. Okay, fine. Bobby Roode. I'm not gonna pick Drew McIntyre because they're saying he's getting a big push. I'm gonna go with The Miz.
Okay. I can see that, especially if he's a face, man. I can see that getting if he let the Miz be the face. I think that could be huge. So I like where you're going with that.
He's got a cool wife, and they've got a beautiful daughter. Why not use that to your advantage? And he's got the face to be the champion.
It's true.
Yeah, man. Who can come out of nowhere? Like Drew McIntyre came out of nowhere. Like Becky Lynch came out of nowhere the last couple months.
Sami Zayn. Sorry.
I was gonna say someone. I'll stick with someone European, so I'll go with Finn Balor, man. He had that one glimmer, that one day reign as Universal Champion. It's buried somewhere deep within Triple H, within Vince McMahon, to give this guy another shot. And maybe once Brock Lesnar gets out of the picture, or maybe Finn Balor goes over to SmackDown and starts feuding with Styles and Bryan.
And reforms the club?
Something like even that. I'd still love to see him with a club. I still love him to see him with a faction behind him. There's still some money to be made there. So I'll go with Finn Balor, stick with the European theme. McIntyre, Balor, Lynch, all leading that charge next year.
I like it.
I dig it.
WWE sends Bad Luck Fowler. Well, maybe he doesn't wrestle anymore. I don't know.
No.
He was an original. He was an OGBC member. Why not?
I remember. You see, he had some beef with Roman Reigns on Twitter. It was bad.
Oh
He had
gosh.
some beef with Roman Reigns. Really?
That was like 3 months ago. I forgot, man. I don't know. They were just talking about Samoan stuff and
Not worth
that.
it.
Yeah, it just sounded horrible.
Oh, things got a little too personal, eh?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, somebody should retweet that.
Oh jeez.
Oh, gee, okay.
Just kidding. Don't retweet. I didn't mean it like that. I just thought, see, that's why I hate the internet. I'm gonna leave the internet alone.
You're back off the internet. You were back on the internet. And you're back off the internet. It's hopping all over. You're turning more than Big Show.
Turning more than Big Show. Oh my gosh, Theron going through so many changes during this episode.
This is a very crucial episode.
Oh my gosh. Well, you've been listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. Of course, you can hear us on YouTube. You can check us out on Facebook. You can banter with us on Twitter. Check us out on iTunes and Podbean. So be sure to subscribe and share the show with a friend. I need a new catchphrase. My catchphrase is going to be, I don't know.
Something from Rocko's Modern Life. Doug Funny. Ren and Stimpy.
Gosh. Thanks for listening.
That's your face. When you turn heel, maybe you can come up with a different catchphrase.
Oh goodness, no! But thanks for listening. Hit your phrases.
Elbow drop your friends, people.
Lashley.
I gotta hit stop on the broadcast, man.